been down with the struggle for a long time, man. Why don't you drop some knowledge for these brothers who want to get involved in this war?
Take notes, real gangsters with trench coats, gray suits, black ties, and they seek votes. And you're not to be misled. They'll kill you in your fucking bed. They don't sell dope, yo, excuse me, yes they do. But they don't look that much like me or you. But if you pull up the sheets and expose them, they'll call up like snakes and show fangs of venom. Now I've been a soldier for years, representing the tattooed tears. Other brothers locked with no choice, left in the bowels of the devil with no voice. Phones are tapped, my crib is bugged. My car's tailed from club to club. And this ain't no fucking joke. They wanna see a nigga broke. You can't slip, if you slip, you're out. You gotta know what you're talking about. Drop science every chance you get. Hit direct and indirect. Speaking code cause you're never alone. That's why I use this low tone. Follow this and you might grow older. This is a message to the soldiers. Message to the soldiers. Message to the soldiers. Message to the soldier. The expectation of having black people speak on records never came to mind. So we gotta move. But believe me, all the other black leaders have been silenced. And most of the time it's been violent. So if you choose to get in this war, realize what you're in for. Yeah.
Come on, James, who did this to you? James, come on, raise up, let them see.
James, who did this to you, partner?
Come on.
James.
Antoinette,
can you step back for a second so I can talk to him?
It's our husband.
Okay, that's fine, I just,
Come on, James, who did this to you?
Niggas get theirs on in here, you know? No.
Raise up, let them
We've been at water farm, ashamed to claim it.
Think about it. You know, we got people killing each other over money. It should be everybody that's living should have a place to stay, something to eat. Every human being should have a house to live in, food to eat. How somebody gonna be sitting on the ground in the curb while somebody in a big old mansion? That don't even make no kind of sense, you know what I'm saying? It's just, man, this thing, that's why I say this society gonna get tore up from the inside.
It's happening from the inside.
That's
America's
right.
dry rotting.
Anytime we want to tear this motherfucker up, we can tear it up, and they know that. They scared of that.
In sight, some motherfucking ride. Had a fat 12mm fuck at the trigger, I pulled it in the air though. Yo, nigga, you better know motherfuckers scatter, other motherfuckers are solid and battered. Niggas getting pistol whipped, a big ass free for all, a big barroom brawl. It didn't start behind gambling, no. The judicial system, you motherfucking whites are still conniving. It's like fuck a nigga's rights, so I incite to brutal bash on white men. Beating his ass worse, he would've beat me first. I'm giving wreck and breaking neck, so what's next? Baseball better nigga, white boy pull your trigger. I don't give a fuck about dying, because I fight for my rights day and night, after day and night for this motherfucking ride, I'm inciting, goddammit.
Yes, rapping, it's the truth. All rapping is saying what's on your mind. Why people trying to censor stuff all the time? You know, they don't want to hear reality. They don't want to hear the dark side. And that's what we represent, the dark side. Dark side is extreme reality in all points of the society. So, you know, if you go to the suburbs, it's still going to hit you there. Or the urban, still going to hit you there. You can't run from it. It's going to be right there in your face, staring at you.
Rap is like a prophecy, you know, prophesizing shit.
Just how this country got started by revolutions and all that, it's gonna go down like that.
See, that's my thing, the rap gang. I mean, politics, street art.
Rap is political.
Yeah, rap is that anyway.
Because everybody look at America like it's the bomb. Yeah, it's gonna be the bomb. It's gonna get blown up on one. From the inside. That's why America's so fucked up, because it's gonna get fucked up from the inside. With all these presidents talking about, you know, other countries trying to get us, it's gonna be the people inside here that's gonna fuck you up. In your backyard. In your backyard. You know what I'm saying? Fuck looking at other countries, it's here. You know what I'm saying? We the problem and we the solution.
I just wish ain't no world peace gonna happen, man, so hell, fuck it. Act up, I'm act up too. That's how I feel, man. Fuck. Niggas are willing to pay the price for the ism. Seen them coming from other states and cities just to see Compton. Land up in the pillar of many stories. One particular cat offers testimony. Well, I've been shot twice in the chest with an AK. I've been stabbed for
gutted shells of buildings, flames raging out of control, and an atmosphere of apprehension still hover over the quieting Watts section of Los Angeles. Here, for successive days and nights, mostly in the nights, the long, hot summer had erupted into violence. Powerless against snipers, looters, and arsonists operating in the dark, police and National Guardsmen had tried mostly to confine the disorder to the 42 square miles of this area. But as the outbreaks abated here, they started up in other communities. Although Watts is a predominantly Negro community, there seemed to be no elements of racial protest in the uprisings. Rather, they seemed to be riots without cause. Fire damage alone is estimated at more than $175 million. Even after order is restored, the police and 15,000 National Guardsmen, virtually the state's entire force, remain on duty. Now the guards and police must see that food markets are reopened, electricity restored, refuse collected. All the steps that must be taken in a city where a tornado hit.
102.3 KJLH Rico on the radio. It's Sunday Oldies with a little twist as we kind of rebuild the community, working together. As I see all my brothers and sisters of all ethnic persuasions, ages, sizes, just out there working together. So everybody knows what's happening, and that's why the world is reaching out. We've had people from Japan, we've had people from not only in the Orient, we've had people from Britain, we've had the BBC here, we've had people from across the United States listening in, tuning in, watching to hear and see what's happening. And now they know, not only will things get better in Los Angeles, this is my prediction, they'll get better around the world, because they can see these same tensions and problems and pressures are happening not just here, they're happening around the world.
We have to lobby, we have to get together as a group of people like other groups of people do, like the Irish do or the Jewish people do. They go to Washington and they show themselves in numbers and they pressure the government to make changes. I think we're going to have to do that. The way that we have done that so far is by burning down buildings and by taking it out on each other. I think that we have to redirect that energy into something positive and take it to Washington.
The National Guards, they gonna move like robots, you know? They gonna move on us like robots. Their attitude is, you know, halt, and then they gonna shoot. There's brothers out there, look, they right from the hood. When I came down here, me and my homies was listening to the radio all day, and we were listening to the people voice their opinions. I've been trying to call in for a couple days, but then Denzel Washington got on and he gave a pledge, some money to try to rebuild this for 10 years. Myself, people like Ice Cube, Public Enemy, have predicted this situation, and we've been shut off by the radio stations and the media, you know, as being just black kids yelling. You know, we yelled about police brutality, we yelled about the gang situation. Me, myself, personally, are just unhappy with the focus of the anger. You know what I'm saying? I personally would like to blow some fucking police stations up. You know what I'm saying? And if it was up to me, I'd burn the White House down. You know, because I'm an anarchist. I'm ready to do this shit. But this ain't helping. What we're doing to ourselves, this ain't helping. And my angle is not what might be considered a positive one, but the way America deals with problems is violence. You know, when they have a problem in the Persian Gulf, they do violence. In Panama, they use violence. And I do not want to see no brothers die. But I know one thing, if the National Guard start busting down here, these brothers ain't backing up. You know what I'm saying? And it could get bloody. But Bush ain't gonna do nothing but pacify us. He gonna pacify us, he gonna divide us, he gonna turn around and tell the Koreans, see what the black people did to you, and he gonna turn around and tell the white people this, look at the savages on TV, he's gonna separate us once again. You know? We have to be very intelligent. There's white people right here, there's white people down there cleaning up. You know, as black folks, we gotta pick our allies and tie in with them. If we can all get together, they can't fuck with us. If the blacks and Hispanics and Asians and white people get together, the people that are really down with this, they can't fuck with us. We've proven that right now.
So we are witnessing the social disintegration of America. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, why are our Mexican or La Raza or Chicano brothers and sisters and the blacks killing each other? That's right. Why is that happening? That's right. Not us. Do our brothers in the Chicano community benefit? The fight with the blacks, do we benefit? No. Who benefits? The devil will. You better put the damn gun down. That's right. And you better get your head on, right? That's right. is just enough to get you killed because the army is ready to move on the ghettos of America.
Woke up the other morning, I heard a rumor. They said the gang wars was over. I told them they was straight tripping. They said it's real as hell. Can't explain the way I felt. Too many years I seen my brothers die. And I can't say that it was really that fly, but I used to gang bang when I was younger. So it's really hard to tell a kid that he's going under. I never thought I'd live to see us chill. Crips and Bloods holding hands, admit it's ill. But I love it, I can't help it. Too much depth on the streets and we dealt it. Van Ness boys, the Hoovers, the 60, bounty hunters, 8 trade, all cooling out, G. I pray that this'll never stop. You used to see the wrong colors in the gaps when pop.
Take hope from me, and you got a brother on the roof with an M16 and a scope. So yeah, I believe there's gotta be a change. I pray.
Jesus, don't you want Jesus? Don't you want Jesus? Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of trying to make it without Jesus? Hallelujah! I can do all things. I can do all things. I can do all things through Christ. Through Christ, who strengthened me. Give me the strength. Hallelujah! I can do all things. I can do all things through Christ. He's your answer, my friend. Christ is your answer. This is it. He's satisfied.
Yes, this is the ghetto. Showing up now.
Right. We don't need no more police. We need to deal with our mental health, and we need to deal with all our young men coming out of juvenile hall, coming out of these penitentiaries and these jails, and we get a redirection program.
Yes.
You know, so when they get out, before they get out, we need to go in the jails and deal with them and have them going through, get them job ready, so when they hit the streets, bam, they ready to work. They got their mind on the right track. But if you get out of the pen and you ain't got nothing for me, I might as well go back to the pen. You ain't got nothing for me. We want to run our own programs. We got enough power and watch. We want to run our own programs. I can train everybody in here, and I bet you we can make some money. Put them to work. I'm telling you, we can put ourselves to work. We don't need nobody to come down here with no already program trying to tell us how to run our project. No more of that. We got to start putting our foot on the ground and say, I claim that land. That land is ours. We gotta start claiming the land. We ain't gotta have no money. Claim the land. Claim it. This is mine. This is mine right here, and I'm gonna claim it because it's ours. We're gonna build it, and we're gonna run it, and we're gonna own it.
Say you ain't gonna be red, you ain't gonna be blue, you ain't gonna be green. We all gonna be black people.
As Across Watts is a non-profit organization that was founded by myself and Todd Stick from the Nicholsons, because we trying to raise some money and so we can rebuild our community and try to bring some jobs down to our community and try to help our people out in our community because our people ain't got nothing. And that's why we really formed Hands Across Watts, because no other organization was doing what we was doing.
Right now, I'd like to bring up Tony to say a few words. Mr. Tony Thomas from Hands Across Watts.
I'd just like to say, from being a gang member and being active in gang activity a couple of years ago, and to see myself now, I mean, I didn't think the transformation ever could have happened. But as I look now and working with the Kedrick Community Center, Kitty, Mr. O, Diamond, all the other brothers within the gangs and Bloods and Crips, and putting them together for peace, I mean, I feel happy.
Oh, Bogart, tell me about, is the truth for real or what?
Almost definitely the truth is real. I mean, we right here in the projects where the truth started at.
And the truth is real, and it's going on right now. Because see, when you look at the truth is not no kind of word or nothing. The truth is a movement of black people coming together for peace and trying to build an economic structure for their black people. And that's what the truth is all about. You know, Bloods and Crips laying down their guns for peace. I mean, you go back here to 1989, and as we was gangbanging and killing people, there was a lot of innocent people got killed. And as it got to going on, and then the rebellion came about, it really woke a lot of people up to what we really was doing and what was really going on. And we say no more. And we laid our guns down, and we gonna stop killing each other and unifying black people.
I'm tired of going back. It's time to go frontward.
Corners in a 6-tray Chevrolet, ragtop Impala, top dollar. Got my cousin laid back riding shotgun. Looking at the aftermath of the riot, I could still smell the ashes from all the clashes. But quiet as kept, it wasn't just the blacks. Everybody was looting and had each other's backs. We came through and understanding, demanding justice, justice. We all had a hand in the cookie jar and took it far enough to make a statement. Daryl Gates, that's where all the hate went.
Before you ask us as gang leaders and OGs to lay down our arms, you better go to the Klan and the Nazis in the area and ask them to lay down their arms, because we're not giving up our arms. I want you to know that. Don't you know Sophie's a fortune is a group that is Aryan back, and they are already training in the hills? Let me tell you something. We are not dumb. We are not dumb, and I want you to know this. There is no way that the Puhuu Nation is going to lay down their arms. That's right. We're for peace. As long as you don't come in our hood disrespected, we won't do nothing to you. But let me tell you something. The black man want to come together. We've been wanting to come together. But it's the outside forces that's trying to keep us fighting.
All of the civil rights marches and all that of the 60s, well, this was my civil rights march, you know, because I know these brothers is killers, and to see them, you know, put down their weapons against each other and come together for genuine brotherhood, I got to make a song about it.
Hit the park, bailed out the car and seen blue and red everywhere. Look how strong we are, niggas showing up from this gang and that gang. Nobody said tripping.
Gang truce? What gang truce? I don't remember it being one. Watch niggas out of gang truce. They can slob love all they want to. We ain't gonna slob love nobody.
I want peace just like you do. But let me tell you, you got to get together with these sisters, because we gonna stand behind you when the white man don't give a hell about you. You understand that? But it ain't no money. I'm gonna be with you when you're broke. You understand?
Truce is truce that. I'm not peace. You know what I'm saying? It's like this.
We here to destroy each other. You know how you think it's gonna accumulate?
We've been doing this since Africa. You know what I'm saying?
We've been out over 20 years, and motherfuckers can't say they've been out over 20 or been here 20. Whatever. I was banging when I was a little kid.
That's right.
You think that's gonna solve the problem though, as far as?
No, it ain't gonna stop. It ain't really gang, man. It's just a neighborhood thing. That's what it is. Ain't no gang, man. You come over here, you fuck with us, you tie your ass up, your cousin up, your next door neighbor, or whoever want to fuck. You know, ain't no motherfucking we gang banging. No, we just protecting what's ours. You know, we destroy ours, we destroy yours.
What is it that you're protecting?
Our neighborhoods. Our neighborhood. This is us. This is just a neighborhood thing.
This little homie's having fun, you know what I'm saying? That's how we have fun. Yeah, that's how we have fun. It ain't got a smile. Little mouses, baby crumbs.
They always do that.
All the time.
All the time.
And look at that show cut. A lot of blood shed. They don't give a fuck.
They both died.
Niggas way crazy. Now hug, motherfucker. Hug, motherfucker.
So what's that all about, man?
This shit we go through. We just do that, you know what I'm saying? That's us. You know what I'm saying? It's better than arguing. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to argue around here. We just handle our business instantly. Then we hug after we finish. You know what I'm saying? So we love each other. This is love. This is love. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just like I died for this nigga, I died for this nigga the same way. And that nigga, him. And these niggas. This is my family right here. Who was born from 6 deuce and I'ma die from 6 deuce. You know what I'm saying?
Street full of hardcore stone-faced killers. One love, my nigga Big Rich Puffs Bud. I don't get high, I wanna see some niggas die.
Some niggas hit the corner with the lights off fights. This shit don't look like nothing nice. But if these niggas wanna roll in my hood, yo, then fuck it. Brick out the hardwood, boys, blow up the fucking bucket.
Niggas pulled out, my crew is ready.
My object is to turn this into the black community by education and having black people reevaluate their goals and realize that they can make it. I don't call it selling out, I call it buying in. I think selling out is when you allow yourself to limit yourself into being just stuck in the hood. That's all I'm ever gonna do. When I start setting the minds of the brothers in the hood to say, I want more, and I can do it legally, that's when we've created a really dangerous infrastructure in the ghettos. The ghettos that want to move into the suburbs and take over. That's what I'm trying to build. That whole attitude about just stay here, ooh, that's what they got the Indians doing on the reservations. That's over with. Coming to get you, you know what I'm saying? Move right next door to you.
We're here. We ain't going nowhere. We're moving right next door to you. There goes the neighborhood. Let's see. Up close and personal. Good evening, Marvin. See, you're not half the man you used to be. Look at that gut.
All I can say to my black men, stay strong, stay about the clutches of the white man, learn the laws, know right from wrong, love your brother.
All that shit, we going to smash these niggas.
On what?
Oh, that we gonna smash these niggas. Hey, Greg, what's up? Hell no. Too little, they might get fucked up. Greg, what rap you at?
Put that quarterback on his ass. Put him on his ass. Get his motherfucking ass. That nigga's drunk. I'm the OG coach, OG Snoop Dogg in the house from the 60s. We finna kick y'all's ass. Get him, boy.
Sunday, the people ain't out robbing and stealing and killing. We're out having fun playing football, you know what I'm saying?
Anytime young black brothers can get together, man, and play a friendly game of football without fighting, cussing, letting a color of a rag get in the way, man, it's gonna always work. Always. It's always gonna be a better alternative.
Oh, it ain't over with yet, man. It ain't over with. It's far from over with. Till this fat nigga fall on his ass, then it's over with.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Last time we knocked on the door. Next time we're gonna kick this son of a bitch in.
My name is Ship. They call me Ship. Marcus Allen Bell, but they call me Ship. From 139th Street. Shotgun. Gardena. And I was on the panel with Ice-T and a couple of the hands across Watts brothers. We heard nothing about Gardena until I spoke on it. The truth is not going on over here. I love Watts, all that, you know, it's going on. I've been banging since 12 years old. I want to stop the killing too, but I'm just not just talking about Shotgun Gardena. I'm talking about the neighborhoods, the Hoovers, and the Raymonds, the Watergates, all, etc. On and on and on. It is no truce right now. I'm tired of seeing my little people die, and my old homies die too. Can we get busy? That's all. Can we get busy? Look, orange, spread it out. Can we get busy? We got a plan. First, we just cease firing, though. We gonna make it. I guarantee you. It's heavy.
Okay, we were talking about the Bloods and the Crips. They have a peace treaty going on. I think I was listening to a rap of yours the other day. Can you bust a little freestyle for me right now?
A little freestyle?
No, well, a little of the rap that you have.
Real slow so they understand. It's under the rod, I can't keep quiet. I see the Christian blood straight kicking the Hoovers and grape and Pivio courts and rolling 60s and the Nickersons. I see it, the juggers of Harlem, East Coast, Playboy, Schoolyard, Marvin, Venice, Shoreline, Kid Gang, and Denver Lanes, and South Two straight mob. Even the niggas that shot from Compton, Southside, Palmer, and Santana, Ludus Park, Paru, and Anthony Park with red and blue bandanas. Even the niggas from Nutty Blockers, Glugging the Cops built through the Jordan Downs of Swamps, Inglewood Family, Bloodstone Villas, and niggas from Fruitair. Underground Crips and Shotguns, Kitchen Crips and Vegan G. Broadway Gangster, Avalon Gangster, and even Westside rolling 40s. Cinderella Park and Folk Trey Gangster, kicking it with the 9-0s. Christian Mafia and A-Trey Gangster with some bitches from the Pueblo. Pomona's straight 57 and Pasadena's Denver Lane. The niggas that's having to water and even Long Beach insane. Main Street Mafia, Inglewood Village and Altadena Block. Kelly Park, Remington Avenue, Chris Lime Hood. Them niggas that shot from Treetop. West Boulevard, and man from Front Hood, Elm and Mona Parker. 100,000 of toys, Christian Blood. You getting it down in South Park. You know what I'm saying? We all together. Ain't nothing but a truce for the 9 Deuce, and that's the 9 Trace. So what they gotta say? I got a PAK all day. You know what I'm saying? All day. And that don't stand for Paru. I let them know that stands for the police. Killer. Not full off Miller. Hey, Ball is the nigga that I build of a killer. Stalking in my big black boots with my ski mask. I'm billing on they folks and they call them the task. Boo boo bow, watch out for me, Daryl Gates, cause I'm hitting fences and also hitting gates. I swim, and I run across the fields. I come to the one time I'm subject to kill. Ooh, slam it like Shaquille, my nigga take it.
Man, shut up. The most dangerous thing that ever happened in Los Angeles was the truce between the Bloods and the Crips. Now you're dangerous. Because once you stop killing each other and you got the gun, then it's only a matter of time before you become conscious. You're dealing with the most dangerous enemy of man in the world. But they're planning your death behind your back. You don't know what you're dealing with. These are the same people that were sitting down with Martin Luther King in the Oval Office and then bugging his home, his office, and his hotel rooms and planning his death while they were negotiating with him for civil rights for the left. Trust. This is the kind of enemy that you can never let your guard down. This is the kind of enemy that you better put on the whole armor of God.
I'm looking at the Minister Farrakhan today. You know, that's the man of the hour. You know, a lot of people don't like that. You probably edit that part out. But you know, Minister Farrakhan is the father that I never knew. So it's like that. You know, I'm a member of the Nation of Islam, and that is my definite inspiration, influence, and success. And it's not about a title or a label or nothing like that. You know, it's just knowledge, it's just reason. You know, so whatever you want to call it, you know, truthism. You know, that's what it's about. Reality. We don't believe in spooks in the sky and some you know, little man with horns under the ground. Our heaven and hell exists right here in our mind. You know, the condition of life that, you know, that we live.
Hit 5 in the back.
When it seemed like nobody else cared, everybody else turned up their nose and walked by us, you know, the Muslim was the only one who would get in the dirt with us and, you know, suffer with us and show any kind of compassion or interest or concern. Because, you know, through our trip to America, you know, we was thoroughly robbed of a knowledge of ourselves, a religion, a culture, God, everything that, you know, that you hear the Nation of Islam, you know, talking about at this time. Because right now we've been exploited and oppressed through our ignorance, you know, due to our lack of knowledge, we've been destroyed. So, you know, it's just that. It's not about coming together against white people or coming together against anybody else. It's about self-improvement, you know what I'm saying? The revolution goes on here. You know, it's not going on out there. It starts in the brain, you know, improving your own personal condition.
How you feel about lowride, man?
I love it. I get the pleasure of being able to build something from scratch and driving it and enjoying it all day long. And meeting other people, yeah. And watching other people, you know, enjoy it while I'm driving.
Yeah. And when you pay your rent and your car note, you ain't got a damn thing left. Ain't that a bitch? Yes, it is. Somebody doing something slick. Yeah, they are. It's got me wondering which is which. Might as well go uptown and dig a ditch. Ain't that a bitch? Yes, it is. Now, ain't that a bitch? Let me tell you about my qualifications. I program computers. I know accounting and psychology. I took a course in business, and I can speak a little.
That's how y'all do it up here, huh?
Yeah, we do it like family style, you know. We come here to enjoy the low-riding atmosphere. And like, you know, we're here just enjoying the show. You know, we come here with a positive attitude. And we love every club that's here. We show respect, and we ask for the same respect back. And it's all, you know, just big love for Uso, you know what I'm saying? And you too, my man. The cameraman's my good friend.
Which is which? Might as well go uptown and dig a ditch. Ain't that a bitch? It's way too cold. Ain't that a bitch?
I really support lowrider, you know, because they bring all the races together. You know, they really do something for the community. You know, they try. You know, they don't want no fighting. You know, I like what they're doing. You know.
In the house. 1, 2. LV in the house. Fat box on the wheels. Gangsta's Paradise going down.
I'm here to set the record straight, to clean up the slate. All player haters headed upset. They hate to see me bouncing through each loss. Or cooling in my house on the hill on the West Coast. Or hanging with the vet that I'm the OGs. And hearing all the stories of the 70s. Like how the boulevard used to be. And how we had values in 73. But now we're living in a new era. And surviving in the 90s is sheer terror. And some of you don't know what's happening in Pasa. It's 1995.
I've been going to the car shows real deep. And you're starting to see that kind of peace that I would like to see LA have. Inside of the car show, it's like a city based around one common thing, the best car. Okay? Now, the gangs are overpowered by the car owners at this point. So the car owners, we don't want no static, not around my car. See what I'm saying? And the girls are there, so nobody really wants a trip because you don't want to run the girls off. And they just, like, everybody holds their breath and keeps their pride, but they don't trip. Blacks and Latinos have always low-ride, and, you know, the white kids started getting involved, and hey, if you got the cool car, nobody really is tripping.
Listen.
Listen. There are people that really enjoy the violence. They enjoy seeing the blacks and the Mexicans fight, but they're trying to push blacks and Latinos toward each other fighting, which is the worst thing that could ever happen because we've never had any problems. There's never been a war between blacks and Mexicans. And I think they're doing that because they see the blacks are uniting and they want to keep some form of tension in this city.
Man, we've been talking to people all over the community about blacks and Hispanics being more unified. What do you think we need to do to be more unified?
If there is anything going on.
What you're doing now, just work at it. There's nothing to do, just work at it. If it goes,
car shows. More car shows. More things for the community. You know what I mean? To get people doing something together instead of against each other. This is a good thing right here. You know, a good example of getting everybody together. Different race, different color, it doesn't matter. Just all it is fun.
Dedicated to your community by you getting all tattooed up. How long did that take?
Thoroughly tattooed.
About good 8 years.
You want to see the rest of his tax?
Yeah.
Let me show you.
What you got?
Come on.
Let's see what you got.
Santa Paula is.
All right, baby.
Okay. Nobody will be in the office Monday. Yeah, that's
Take a chance. Tell me about that.
I don't know how it
You know what I mean? It's just take a chance. You know what I mean? Life. That's what it's all about. You got to take chances. You know what I mean?
That's the only one.
It's rough. You know what I mean? That's all it says. Just like it says, take a chance. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Lord have mercy. I can't get ahead, no way I try. Everything is out of pocket. Somebody do something. The present situation is catastrophic. Listen. I'm working 40 hours. 6 long days, and I'm highly embarrassed every time I get in the pay. And they're working everybody. And your car note, you ain't got a damn thing left. Ain't that a bitch? Yes, it is. Somebody doing something slick.
Somebody just woke me up. But this ain't the end, you know that. To be continued next year.
Dig a dig, ain't that a bitch?
¿Quiénes son de aquí del East LA? ¿Y del colegio? A ver qué onda.
Remember where they came from.
Come on.
You're right. Let me tell like it is, so bust me a beat.
Never forget who you are. 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 I felt really, really bad in the rags below. The only chick I know you heard was that would change our most. Why the media just focused on other Latinos. Calling them noodles, why not? They're calling them illegals. It's not the people that I'm chasing, but the system that they run. For us to fight, we need to be come as one. But the power is our motto, unity is our creed. Come on, you rest your own mouth, come down and plant the seed. To the little chavalitos who look up to you. Any little thing you do, they want to do that too. I know I do my best to come to man I'm close. Come to me and we're not a bunch of bullshit. A bunch of soul born, don't you kill each other. And every damn that they say, I'ma kill them around.
It's all hip-hop stuff right here, man.
No, I don't want to give an answer.
So people don't know what hip-hop is about. What is hip-hop really about?
It's all unity. These people right here, they're all white, Mexicans, different races. Everybody gets along. It's a different way. Instead of gangbanging, you could dance and, break dance. You could do all this stuff, You hit people up, but you battle them, have competition rather than fighting. And it's better off like that.
Some teachers, they don't respect graffiti because it's not taught. Like, what the art they know, and I respect it because art is art, but like they think their art is better because they went to school for it and they have a degree and a paper that says they're artists. But me, I learned mine from the streets and just like it's all in my head, all in my imagination. So I didn't have anybody teaching me. I just, did whatever came to my mind and put it on paper. I think they should respect us more.
Rap music, that's where my heart's at, man. That's the music that makes me, want to do music. A lot of different races of people are doing hip hop now, and MCs ain't just black kids or Spanish kids no more. They're coming in all kind of different sizes and packages. It's an art form, it's a music form, and wherever they do music, wherever they do rap, I don't care if it's in Europe or China, wherever, that's because it's being accepted as that music form. On a whole, it's as large as rock and roll.
How many out there are ready for Cypress Hill? Now I think this side is ready over here, dog. My side is ready for Cypress Hill. My side is ready for Cypress Hill.
Growing up in LA, man, you always have somebody telling you, don't do that, don't hang out with these people. First of all, we're Spanish kids, out of a Spanish area, and we have a lot of different views than a lot of the groups from South Central and stuff like that. What makes us really different is B-Real's vocals, the nasal style, his delivery. There was really nobody that was doing it like that, Also, I think because of the stand we take on the cannabis, hemp, marijuana issue and all that shit. Once they hear about us, they learn about us, And, we talk about a few things. It's not like just an average rap cassette. We got a lot of issues that we cover in that shit. So to say to kids, try not to gangbang or nothing like that, but, it didn't work with me. I don't think it's not going to work with a lot of kids. They got to get out there and see what it's all about, It's the not knowing that calls them, you know what I mean? The wanting to hang out.
If it wasn't really for black people, white folks really would still be doing the calypso type of music. So we innovate all music, and once that realm of music is over, we throw it away, and some other nationality grabs it and makes it big, like jazz. We had jazz, and it wasn't a thing. Bebop was a thing, so we threw it away. So now we had bebop. That wasn't a thing. Rock and roll was a thing. Threw that away. Then you had soul music, R&B, disco. Now you got rap.
Living in Gardena, that's a hell of a spot because you're bound to get jacked, maybe beat or shot. Hanging out in Raleigh Park, about 20 deep. The young homies was.
It's a trip because America all over is in the same situation. We're emotional, open people, so our dissatisfaction is all out in the streets, and you can see it. But you go to the suburbs, and the neighborhood looks nice, but the dissatisfaction is inside the homes. That's because the parents of all of our generations definitely have lost touch on how to get us to where we need to be. And that's black and white. So the kids are just taking it upon themselves to do it. It's a little distorted now, but, we definitely evolving into being something strong and positive, whether, we use dirty words or not.
LA Speaks Out is where you are, and please stay with us. 1-800-286-KJLH. Rap Rhythm, our special 2-hour feature.
Congress don't care that we are using profanity or saying the word nigga or whatever. The problem is we're distributing information without going through their little channels.
Today's hearing will focus on the impact of offensive, violent, and misogynistic language in the recording industry.
One of the biggest people that they try to attack right now in the rap music is Snoop Dogg. I mean, this brother is so concerned about, you know, the children, you know what I'm saying, the young black, the youth, that you wouldn't even believe, you wouldn't even think it's the same person. But his job is to entertain the people. But personally, in our personal lives, everybody contributes, everybody has a charity, and, you know, they spend time in their neighborhood trying to, you know, clean up their brothers and sisters, or they, you know, the homies in they set or they gang, you know, get so many unsung heroes, you know, but you're never gonna hear about that.
Those who choose to advertise messages of murder and rape invite closer scrutiny of their actions. But I do know that I find that violence and rage in much of rap frightening.
I prevail as a threat, reprise throughout society. One sense before you can't remember. I quit with adamants, breaking foods to rep proportions. Homies say you high technique, go now, they go every day like obstacles. Recommended I do.
Gangster rap is a blessing. I mean, it's helping a lot of us out who have nothing to live for. You know what I'm saying? It's giving us a way out of gang violence and a way out of the penitentiary most of all. Because it's an easy entrance to the penitentiary, but it's hard to get in college.
Daily, it enhances the penitentiary chances to survive in 1995. So I got 1995 ways to survive nowadays. Time and time again, I hustle rhyme again, cause I'm getting deeper shit.
Without this rap thing, I don't know what I'd be doing. I mean, I know God got a plan for me. If this rap thing wasn't happening for me, and I'd find it, but it'd be a plan that I wouldn't know about right now. And like I say, all I live for is rap, and I know it's a million other people out there trying to get hooked up, trying to get a deal, trying to get recognized, and they living for that dream to get one day recognized. And when you get that dream, it ain't all what it seems. You got to stay true to it, you know what I'm saying? And most of all, stay true to yourself.
I represent till I die. Time for me to grab a tall glass of Hennessy. You see my ways is the base on them niggas that try me. Leave them being stiff if they ain't no IVs. IVs, the orders, regardless, fool. Living life, being nice, staying hoarded, crew. Keep my cool.
What prepared me was probably my last trip to the county jail. Being in there with some real gangsters, some real individuals who put me up on game and let me know that the talent that I had was worth doing something with or trying to do something with, to elevate myself to not want to become a statistic and be a penitentiary number, but be a real statistic, something that's moving something, going history books, and move something on the whole as a black man. And real gangsters, you know what I'm saying? I want to specify that a gangster is not a gang member. A gangster is one who moves and puts something back and is about intellect and getting somewhere in life as an individual, not as a follower, but as a leader. You learn things in the weirdest places, and I learned my biggest lesson in the county jail. The jailhouse is a hidden university because you got a lot of brothers who get in there and get their first opportunity on getting any knowledge on school. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to pay for it in there. But out here on the streets, you got to pay for knowledge. It ain't like a brother with a 4.0 GPA can just walk into UCLA and get a college degree. You got to have money to back you up because you got to pay for the supplies. So it's like, it's a lot out there that make you feel like, well, I'm going to stay in school, I'm going to graduate, I'm going to do something with my life when I get out of school, everything going to be all right. But it comes finances, and then they taking half of that with taxes, so it's like, this world is something else. And then you wonder why it's more black men in the penitentiary than it is in college, because it's easier to go to the pen. You don't have to pay to go to the pen, but you got to pay to go to college. That's easy. Family going to give up on you the first 2 years you locked down. If you're doing 30. What do you expect them to do? Life is hard on the streets. You can't expect them to take care of you. You're a grown man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, psh. And then the 3-strike rule, they going back in your juvenile record and counting those up. P. Wilson is just doing it to us, man, I tell you. I see a lot happening on the positive side for the simple fact that people like myself plan on getting at people inside the game who have juice and know how to articulate plans to move something and get something back.
Dog Pound is men and some women who came together
to help each other, man. We ain't no gangs, we ain't no all that, you know what I mean? We just a group of people that's trying to survive, man. We putting together business ways being 40 and 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? We just like any group of people who come together to help each other. We represent surviving and struggling. Each of us came from a different area, each of us came from a different situation. You know what I mean? All of us came together and made something for ourselves. When me and Snoopy met, we met opposite sides. And look what we put together. So we basically represent getting ourselves and the people who's involved in us up in a position that's similar to us.
What's up, Red? How does it feel to be the only female rap artist on Death Row Records?
It's cool. I mean, it's no big deal. I'm sure others are gonna come, but I'm in a position where I started with a company that we all started off together, and each person is gonna fall into their own rank and get their own props. So I'm glad that the recognition that I got from being on Death Row came when it did, because if I wasn't on Death Row, I would still be recognized because I would still get mine, but I believe being with them just made it even more. Because they, you know, they're hot, and everybody that's on the label is hot, so hotness, nothing but hotness.
Stuff with my Afro puffs.
Rock on, what you been saying?
I rock on with my bag, so cause it's a must. It's the lady of rage still kicking up dust. So let me loosen up my bra strap. And let me boost you with my raw rap. Cause I'ma break it down to the nitty gritty one time. When it comes to the lyrics, I get busy with mine. Busy as a beaver, you best believe her. This grand diva's running shit with the speed of a cheetah. Me the lyrical murderer. I'm serving them like 2 scoops of chocolate. Check out how I rock it. I'm the one that's throwing bolos. You better roll a rolo.
What does rap music mean to you?
It's an expression, which all form of music or art is an expression. It's a way to vent rage, because right now this is Robin. And I'm not performing, so I'm not rage right now. But that's when rage comes out, and she gets to vent all her anger on the mic and release herself. So rap music is a form for rage to release all her anger. And it's also a way for rage to give Robin more money to get the things she wants in life.
Boom, boom, bam, goddamn. I'm hitting so hard, you can say it's a grand slam. Dark punks get broken off a chunk when they feel the funk of the rhythm that I give them. Let it hit them, split them, did it, now I'm rid of them, yeah. I put that on my unborn kids, rage in effect, so you know how it is.
I've never talked about gangbanging or none of that. Most of the people I'm with, you know, that's all they're around. So that's what they talk about. So people would label me as a gangster bitch, or she's gonna be talking about what they're talking about. No, I'm not. I just got through dogging them out. If you got that footage, then you know. Yeah. Even though I didn't make a shot, my defense was great.
What about these rappers calling women bitches and hoes?
Well, there are bitches and hoes out there, and I feel that they are talking to those bitches and hoes that are out there. But when they're approached with women that's throwing themselves on them, or just want to come over at 3 or 4 in the morning or something, you know, what are you trying? What do you really want? What do you want? You want me to have sex with you so later on you can say I raped you and maybe take me to jail, or you want to have sex with me and try to get you pregnant so you can get a paternity suit and try to just get me. You know, it's people like that, and people just act like it doesn't even go on. But you know, I'm not offended by it. I think it's getting out of hand. I think a lot of people are doing it because that seems to be the thing now, or women are bitches or blah, blah, blah. But I think enough is enough. I'm not saying that they are, when they talk about bitches, that they're talking about all women, because I don't believe that. But I do believe it's like, okay, enough already. Let's see what else you can talk about. You got skills? Let's see. Let's hear the lyrics. You know, don't shoot nobody. Don't fuck a bitch. Don't, whatever. Don't set trip. Let's see what you really got on the mic.
Straight from the underground, a young nigga got his back on the ground. And not the other colors, so release me. They have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit, cause I ain't the one. For a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on. It's only
I call them like I see them. If somebody come to me, like a sister, I say, sister, this and that. Somebody come to me, like a lady, I say, man, this or this. But if you come to me the wrong way, then you're gonna be called one of them other nouns.
Oh yeah!
I'm not even gonna justify what we do because we just products of the system. We don't have no power. We have no power. We are just like a vacuum. We just suck in everything. You know, we learn from our parents and we learn from the world. And the world is very sexist. You go inside the Raiders locker room and hear what they talking about. You go inside the Raiders front office and hear what they talking about. And you go inside the front office of IBM and hear how the men in there talk about women.
On the issue of moral social responsibility, or is it the bottom line, the dollar, rap's proliferation in the marketplace has produced star status for many of its performers. Daddy-O, you're my co-host for this segment.
I think moral and social responsibility goes without saying. I think rap and the rap community making rap records, just the ideology of making a rap record, period, is a moral responsibility. Now, on every block, it's a DJ, it's a rapper, it's a kid getting a deal. I seen kids that became rappers change their mother's life. You know, where, you know, daddy didn't do it, the government didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? But, so I think that it goes without saying, you know, not to mention all of the messages and just, you know, the numerous things that we've done for the consciousness of young black people since we started making records.
There's always something to do here, you know, in the ghetto. You can, like, you know, cool down, you can play some ball, you know, shoot some hoop, you know, kick back, you know, sip a little Crooked Eyes ice cooler with your boy, you know, it ain't gotta be liquor, it's a lot of things to do. But the reality is that most of us, all we know is to get a 40, kick it with the homies and look for something to get into, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is this, if there are, in fact, more things to do as far as music, as far as sports, you know what I'm saying, then I think that, you know, everybody should get in that. But the reality is that it ain't that many outlets for people here. Rap music is my voice. That's my medium of speaking to my peoples, you know what I'm saying? You know, putting it on CD and giving them the real, you know, giving them what I get from them. You know, it's a cycle, you know. Once you lose that cycle, it's over. And rap music ain't nothing but a form of communication, baby. And it's just gonna continue to get stronger and become more controversial, as it seems. Because people got so much more to say, and everybody's trying to be politically correct, you know, but you can't stop me from saying what I want to say. It's the end thing now to be against gangster rap music. It's the end thing. So you get a lot of people, hey, Bob Dole, you get, you know, Peckerwoods like him that want to, you know, try to govern what you know, what's going on over here. He don't know nothing about what's going on over here. So what they need to recognize and understand that there's going to always be an outlet for the ghetto. There's going to always be an inlet too, and it's only open to a chosen few. You know what I'm saying? And we will have other ways of communicating if we can't sell our records in the warehouse and in Tower and in Virgin Mega stores. The word would still get around, baby. Because I started on the underground, and I will finish on the underground. That's why words like poverty ain't no big word to me. I know what it's like to be broke. You know, ain't no big deal. Ain't gonna hurt me if I, you know, can't push a Lexus and wear a Movado and a gold chain, you know, around my neck. Ain't no big deal. Hey, you know, I know what it's like. And I still get my hustle and my smash on regardless. If I ain't got white dollars, as they say. You know, I ain't gonna be using the terms bitches and hoes and motherfucker and Glock and all that old dumb shit no more. But I'm still gonna be saying what I wanna say.
Put my motherfucking gap between your eyes. I don't give a damn. Real niggas can't die. I am a woman, doesn't mean that I'm a sucker. Put the straps up plenty times and get it up to motherfucking serve jail time. My rap getting bigger, nigga. I put the trigger. So how the fuck you figure bad bitches? Ain't never really saying nothing. Come in my face to watch your ass get broke something. Talking shit, then you better think fast. And if you ever catch me reaching whole elbows and ass, I'm coming out with some shit that your ass can hold. Bye bye, motherfucker. See your ass.
I don't call it like really telling people how to go out and do violence. But if the more they know what to prevent. You know what I'm saying? That's why going out there telling them, Giving them the rundown about what's going on in the streets is basically letting them know, okay, well, I know I can't do this because 9 out of 10, this can happen to me.
And tear up shit, so say it to your homies, I'm a gangster bitch. I didn't bite my tongue, no I did, I stutter, smoke bud, down a 40 bar, oldies like a motherfucker, flossing on the shark. That shit ain't me, 187 to 11, that's the life of a G. But bitches ain't perfect, they all be frosty, you would think I was a nigga. When I finish tossing, your pork gets up, taking your grill up to miles. That's what I'm talking about, so smack your hips if you won't, but you better not shout. You got beef, spice it up and get a bullshit out. And when you do, goddamn, your life has been ruined. I'ma fuck her up. What the fuck you doing? I made girls like you, wish you never been born, but you was slipping, I start tripping, and your ass is torn. I'm the quick to pick her up, cause I'm quick to pick a sucker, pull a trigger on a nigga to a bitch, I say fuck her. Hold it now. What the fuck was that?
That was the gangster bitch. Gangster.
I feel like this a real woman is gonna be a woman at all times, no matter what the situation may be. You know what I'm saying? So there's no need for me to go out and put on khakis and stump boots and have 50 million ponytails in my hair to let somebody know that I'm down. Because I think, like, you know, if you a woman, you're supposed to represent yourself as one, look like one, regardless to what your style is. You're supposed to still carry yourself as a woman. So I ain't knowing.
Harder than a villain, towner than ruthless, yeah, just some time. But now I'm gonna do this. I'm working like a tiger, no nothing can stop it. You want a bitch? Well, damn, you finally got it. Raised up a lunatic, I think I'm like a psycho. So pass that endo so I can let my mind flow smooth. In other words, it'll be mellow. Jiggling motherfuckers, and if they want some jello. Hello, so don't...
Working with shipping ghosts is like being at Magic Mountain on a rainy day. It's fun, but it's very cold. But we have I like working with them because we're all friends. We all grew up together, and they have watched me grow up, and, you know, they took their time and effort to put into me and see that I, you know, can pursue my rapping career. So, I mean, it's like, I love it. I love working with them, you know what I mean? We have our days, you know? Sheesh.
We grew up together. She stayed on the other side over here. I stayed over here on this side. You got 139th Street, you got 132nd Street. I stay on 132nd Street. The idea for Top Gun, it came up with me in April, and Big Ship talking about it. It takes togetherness with us. It takes togetherness, it takes money. Basically, it just takes minds, put minds together, get ideas.
Fuck one time, they can all go to hell because they got my fucking homie sitting in jail for some shit that they think he did. But you know the law is gonna back up a pig. They have you in your enemy hood straight sitting on the fucking curb. But on the car, this shit say protect the serve. But they really trying to get a nigga smoked, then they laugh because they take our life for a joke. Niggas know what I'm talking about because Pete Wilson is a ball player. 3 strikes, you're out. They think that black folks is that dumb, but we in debt. So where we get the money from to go out and try to...
We got about 6 or 7 songs out really together right now. We're trying to get it together right now with a whole album. We want to come in to write. We don't want to come in leaking. We don't want to come in with just 1, 2 songs and have to go back and do, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the album.
It's all right. I'll dry your eyes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead and cry. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll dry your eyes. Yes, I will. Yeah, the Guardian and police trying to break this up right now, but it's on and popping. Hey, we just trying to do this here. We got talent in the hood. This is Big Ship, Gardena, representative from Gardena, and we can do this here. My homie Go.
Westside Shotgun.
Both representatives.
And I'm with my nigga to the fullest. I don't give a fuck.
Bottom line.
Take us to jail.
They should have had me when they could have got me. Now we doing something.
Ship is mother half. It's my own boy. We grew up together. From dirt. He do, I do. I do, he do. Don't make no difference. It's on like that. People may look at the Shiphead and say Shiphead is an evil motherfucker. That's the nicest brother person we want to know. You know what I'm saying? He'll be there for you, be down for you. You know what I'm saying? He'll stay down for you.
You know, I say it's more to me than this bang, you know what I'm saying? I got talents, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I'm cool, man. I ain't got to, you know, the banging, you can't bang all your life, you know what I'm saying? You'll be on death row or dead somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I'm just blessed, you know, the majority of my homeboys is dead or in the penitentiary, man. So I've been on this music, you You know what I'm saying? This truce, peace treaty, whatever you want to call it. We've been trying to make it work. Anybody my age or older that's still banging, out there banging, stupid the motherfucker, man, and you ain't showing your young homeboy shit. But if you just out here, you know, having these meetings and shit, like, yeah, niggas got fucked at this Hoover, and this shotgun, this neighborhood, and block, and all the East Coast and all that, and like, we gotta start getting off, cause fuck you. That's how I feel, fuck you. So don't think that it ain't no pressure on the motherfuckers that's trying to make it work, that done been through that shit. Don't think a motherfucker don't be one that, cause motherfuckers will make you be on that level like, man, I'm finna start nothing up. You know what I'm saying? Don't think it ain't like that, man. It's hard to motherfucker. They can really have to pray. I have to pray, man. I pray every day to myself. You know what I'm saying? I pray, man. I ain't gotta be out like, oh, Lord, yes, and all. You know, I got a personal relationship with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, you don't knock me, don't judge me. That's how I do. That's why I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here, man, and I'm serious, man. I got a spiritual relationship. I'm not religious. I got a spiritual relationship with the Lord, though, man. And he know what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? If I would keep carrying on like I've been doing, man, I'd be gone, too. I'd be gone, man. I'd be resting in peace like a motherfucker. Oh, baby, I will never love another. And if you won't ship to, I'll give my life to you. Oh, baby, we could turn into the ages and never could.
When we first started doing this in 86 or 87, all the record companies were scared of the music. We had to put it out on our own. That's why, to me, I didn't have any record company influence me. This was just what I wanted to do. We did it this way because that's what we felt in our heart on what needs to come out and what needs to be said. And that's what you have. You have people always putting a sugar coat on everything, and the kids are at an age where they want to know.
No, they don't want the 187.
That's the mentality. Living in LA, be ready.
What you got to say, man?
You gotta say something.
What you want to say to me?
Try to stop gangs at least. Stop killing little kids.
Right here, they travel.
Stop.
That's what you need, kid.
Don't kill your own people. You need to kill like the white men that messing up your community. Black people ain't doing it. It's just y'all who killing little kids and stuff. There ain't nobody else but yourself.
I don't deny my kids none of the truth because the truth is true. You know what I'm saying? When they walk out the doors of my house, I can't walk with them and censor them from things that they're going to see in the street. The world is an ugly place, and, you know, to hide and try to sweep that under the rug, all you get is a dirty rug.
I think that people need to understand that the idea of gangster rap, the power in it, you know, is just an uprising of a people that have been, you know, dependent all their lives. And they're just striving and reaching out for independence.
I'm the brother freestyling as well. I wear the Ben Davis shirt, I put some work, and if you step in a slip up, you might get your fucking ass hurt, and better get your neck broke. I don't give a fuck, I'm no joke. Boom, boom, I smoke. LBPDLAPD, share ATF, arms, and tobacco fire. Boom, boom, now about to see that motherfucking life expire. Daryl Gates and all the 4 niggas who beat King. Boom, boom to the membrane.
And America breeds kids that are violent. I don't want to talk it out. I want to shoot. So we made in America. We don't come from another planet. So you know, I think once America tones down her violence, once she stops becoming the bully and winning at it, the kids that live in America will stop that kind of behavior.
If you ain't from my hood, get a passport. Cause East Coast grip is a passport. 54, SCO, and 7 years ago, East Coast niggas up and down Skid Row, standing in the rain. But little did they know, First Street's killing up the Piru flow. Kicking it in the door, caught them by surprise. Didn't start shooting to see no whites of their eyes. Boom, boom. From the 6 Deuce coming with the gang. Boom, boom. The 6 9s coming from the back. East Coast niggas ready for the thrilling. Never reminiscing on the slobs that we're killing.
Does Arnold Schwarzenegger glorify violence? Do Storm and Norman, I think his name is Schwarzkopf or whatever, you know, he's a hero. He wrote books on his violence, and You know, he's a big star on all the violence that he was able to get other people to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, is he more violent? He's killed way more people than allegedly Snoop Doggy Dogg. So who's violent? And he's a hero. You know, they want to, you know, if he ran for president, I think he'd become president. Because they look at him, you know, he's the man, he's the killing machine. Man, when you sit back, man, and send your missiles into the capital, you know, you send your missiles, sit back and just launch everything you got into Baghdad. How many people got killed there? You know, you gonna sit here and tell me all those bombings were military strategic targets? You know, you must think we fools, basically. And he's to me, more of a punk because he sits in his office or wherever he is and make strategies and use the poor to go out there and lay their bodies on the line. You know what I'm saying? So.
I hope most of us make it back safe and in one piece.
You can't blame the child for being violent without going to the parents. You know what I'm saying? So don't come to us talking about how violent society is and are we promoting that. You go to the top. You know, Colin Powell promoting it. Is Bush promoting it? Is Clinton promoting it? Hell yeah, they are.
Why do kids look at the rappers as leaders? It's because we tell them the truth. So now that we have their ear, should we stop telling them the truth, which got us to the position that we're in now? Should we start saying there is a Santa Claus, so when the kid grows up and there's no Santa Claus, he looks at you like you a fool, and he don't even want to hear what you got to say after that, after you pump that type of lie. I mean, these things destroy kids on trying to say the world is a perfect place and you're supposed to love everybody and think, yeah, but it's not really like that. Mm-hmm. So let me tell you how it really is. And when we tell them how it really is, everybody want to lash out at us.
Have patience with us, and you'll see the change. You'll see the gradual evolving towards, you know, positive. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like they want to destroy us now because they see what direction we headed in.
And to this day, I still got love for them. Though I don't know them like I used to, they still my family. Now ask me who's who, and I can tell you about some dirt or soap like gossip. But why should I trip? Because we all got skeletons dwelling in the closet. So I wonder how is it people be forgetting about they homies when they make ends meet, let them roam streets. After all
we talk till the community brings this to a head. When we bring these things up to the surface and we hold the mirror, the idea of holding the mirror is for us to correct our problems. I think that's what we're doing now, and I think that we're going to continue to do it, and I think it's going to steamroll to these words and this language. It's not even acceptable in the community no more, and I mean not used in the community no more. Mm-hmm. And the rappers, you will see in years to come that the rappers won't use it. Once we make up in our mind, that's not the way to roll.
Quote from Don Cornelius, who's a host of the TV show Soul Train. He had suggested in our last hearing and sort of advocated a more stringent system of record labeling.
Records by any recording artist which are violently or sexually explicit or which promote illegal drug or firearm use or any other antisocial behavior should be clearly marked and identified as X-rated.
Well, that was Don Cornelius, the producer of Soul Train. I know everybody knows that voice. Who Train? Old Train?
Old Train.
Old Train, okay. He also testified before that congressional subcommittee.
See, they always get black men to attack black men. You know, they used to attack us, and now they made themselves invisible. And now we attack each other because we have no love for ourselves. And when somebody like that, who's made all his money off the black community, I mean, the brothers that's doing time, they count their time on soul trains. You know, they like, how many soul trains you got till you get out? You know what I'm saying? And for him to get up there and say something like that to them wolves, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's terrible. You know, we done put all the dollars before you got white folks on Soul Train. It wasn't nothing but afros on there. So, you know, we done gave him all his money. You know, and he done had Snoop Doggy Dogg on his show. So what is he talking about?
Is it not possible that the radio and the record industry and the RIAA couldn't work together and just sanitize all of it?
They don't want us to get a chance to get on this, you know, these microphones and say, you know, what's really going on, because we've been, you know, totally dehumanized and thoroughly robbed of the knowledge of ourselves, and some of us now are getting it back, and we're gonna die talking.
Knowledge to me means everything. It means the whole meaning of being born. If a person coming to this world and doesn't have any knowledge by the time they leave this earth, then to me their life was void. If they didn't learn anything. So knowledge is the key to everything. Knowledge about a tree, knowledge about grass, air, everything. Everything to be known is knowledge. You gotta have the knowledge not to wear the wrong color in the wrong neighborhood and go get shot up. You got to have knowledge on how not to move your hands certain ways and throw certain gang signs. You got to have knowledge on how to say certain words, the way you're talking and stuff. You know, you gotta have the knowledge of all that. Certain streets, certain areas, certain graffiti on the wall when you riding by, you see some initials or something, you got to know what that means. You know, it's a lot to stay alive, just like the African plains. There's so many different animals, you know, wildebeest, lions, and all of that. So you just got to know where to go, where not to go, where you might become prey. You'd rather go where you're the predator instead of being prey. My people been tortured and been mutilated. They used to take pregnant women and hang them upside down by their ankles, who were pregnant, and slice their belly open, letting that unborn fetus spill out to the ground, while white men take their boots and stump that unborn child into the ground. That's in the autobiography of Malcolm X. They used to breed fear into that unborn black child by having the pregnant mother sit up and watch the husband be killed. Tie an arm to this horse, or arm to this horse, a leg and a leg, and shoot off a shotgun, and 4 horses would go in 4 different directions and watch the man be split up, and they hold the woman's face and make her watch. So all that fear and stress would be bred into that unborn child. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of anger that a brother feel. That's the fire that keeps me going.
Decapitate when I demonstrate. Ooh, you better not try to duplicate, cause then I have to spit back. Don't miss that, make you step in that, or use my 9mm against that.
The word nigga, you can say that's not acceptable, but when you got people still acting like niggas, you got people still are dependent on this country. What you gonna do for me? What you gonna do for me? And instead of getting up and doing something for themselves, when the niggas start acting like a true black man and do for self, and to huddle up and to go into his own. What makes unity strong is because we all have a aim and a purpose.
Check the technique, nigga. So then they got some homies I hang with, some crazy motherfuckers who I used to bang with. We took a trip to his crib, I snatched his hoe and his kids, and this is what we did. I tied they punk ass up, I cracked the safe with an axe and the phones we cut. I didn't hurt his wife, but I promised next time that I would take her life. I shot a nigga in his neck for disrespect. Caught a body, got a murder in Miami for a shootout at a party. Got blood in my trunk from a punk who's wheel. Had a partner drive and play me in his cap, I peel. Now I rest with my finger on my heater, hand on my beeper, I like sleep.
They attack Ice-T in the media. I think all the rappers will defend him. You know, once we get up against the gate, it's kind of like, you have a sister or brother, you might hate them till somebody else come along and attack, and then y'all become a family. And I think that's what's happening now. You know, we have Tupac in the media, and you have Snoop in the media, and everybody wants to attack them on the things that's happening in their personal lives. And you got everybody coming to their defense right now.
Rap music represents the voice of, black youth or black people in America, And we speak, you know, for the people who can speak, people who got jobs, and they don't want to lose their jobs. They got families to feed, and they can't say what they really feel, you know, about the system or whatever. So, you know, we don't have nothing to lose. So we going to say it all, you know, and they going to buy it.
Smile, cramp your style with the bullet and a smile. Cramp your style with the bullet and a smile.
Live or die, it's your decision. Talk shit, you listen. I got you in my night vision. Brain fragments on the street, police. Another nigga runs hard, another nigga deceased. I got an HK, AK, and the M16. A 12-gauge street sweeper with the circular clip. Quick to let projectiles fly, you die and watch your fat moms cry. Bullseye.
This is not supposed to be positive. This music is negative because the streets are negative, you know? So in the record, you're gonna hear violence, you're gonna hear aggressive behavior by individuals that live that lifestyle out. You know, that's like telling somebody like Stephen King, well, make a horror movie with a happy ending. They don't have happy endings. It's a horror movie. It goes to end horrible, you see? And this is what I do. So people that like me are gonna be really shocked when they hear my new record, because it's gonna scare the shit out of a lot of people. It's gonna make a lot of people who think they like me hate me, because I'm gonna do it in its true form, you know, hardcore rap in its true form, which is no messages, just reality.
I don't like shooting, but I do shoot straight. Niggas, I be rolling with my shoot up awake. Why you wanna step in the sights of a nigga? Don't hair trigger, the coroner delivers. More cold bodies to the morgue each weekend. 1 minute you breathe, the next minute you're leaking. Best to listen close, cause this ain't no boasting. Never forget that I leave you wet. Bloody, sticky, holes in your dicky. Oh, what a pity, looking all shitty. My Winchester will get the best of ya. Hand grenades will fade all the rest of ya.
We're here today to pay our last respects to Tony Bogard, a leader who should not be dead. We're here to pay our respects to a man who rose in South Central Los Angeles from the PJs with a message and the kind of leadership we haven't seen for a long time. We all know Tony because he took his natural talent and turned it into something that people marvel at. He was not supposed to be a leader. He was supposed to have come from circumstances that would not allow him to emerge commanding the attention of the press, commanding the attention of political leaders, commanding the attention of community leaders. We cannot afford to lose one more.
That's right.
The business of peace and unity has got to be our business. We have all got to do what we can to embrace somebody, to love somebody, to forgive somebody. We got to say to the man who's putting guns in our community, no more. We've got to say we're about the business of living, not dying.
I'm tired of laying my brothers to rest at the hands of our own people. It wasn't the police that did this. Who you gonna blame now? It wasn't an outsider that wasn't down, as Brother Ice-T said, that wasn't down with our troops. It wasn't one of them brothers. It was a brother from the hood. when I met Tony and the brothers in PJ. He was so real, and he was like, yo, he was adamant about the peace. He reversed gangbanging, and he was like, turn it into, he was as aggressive in the opposite direction as anybody you could ever see him. And it was a war to This has got to be one of the most terrible things that's happened in LA ever. Now everybody got to step up and be as strong as Tony was. Stay strong. This is hard. It's hard to say. You got to sound strong, today. Get on the other side because it's not easy. It's twice as hard for peace. It's twice as hard.
Out here for him. Come out, please. Keep a little out there. In my life, I was well in the house. All right, take it all the way. Rollers. Straight in. Small tour, we're about to roll any minute from now. You copy.
Appreciate you coming, man.
This gun out all the bad water. You could be an enemy or one of my friend. Put down the gun and stop the killing. You could be your homie, your brother, your sister going on. You know, people getting killed every day. We need to come together and try to get along. You know, the violence and the solution. So take some time and think about what we say. Or you could also be singing this sad song. So come down, girl.
A teardrop down and I'm staring out the window, sipping on some Lindo, smoking on some Lindo, praying to God that my ears are deceiving me. It ain't true, my fucking homie can't believe in me. Walked in the hospital and all I seen was fucking nurses. Bitches were screaming, grabbing tissues out their fucking purses. Closer I got, nobody did not notice it. I was shaking, everything felt cold and shit. I didn't like what I saw, I had to leave the room. I told the nurse I'll be back this afternoon. Jumped in my coupe, I had to roll to my damn hood to let my homies know my dog wasn't doing good. So
boy, kill another man. Why can't they stop this slaughteration? You're mistaken. I'm a positive done. It looks just gonna lay a solid foundation. Just they killing up his things, they killing up his stuff. So much man nowadays, I walk with them strap. Them a brag and a boast, but who them done shot? Every way that them go, them fire X amount of shot. School them bout life, why don't you tell them stop?
Just had a little boy about 14 days ago. So that's all I really wanted. Be there when my little boy was born. I've been sentenced to 6 months. I signed my papers in July, the end of July. This is a year-old case, man. I got this case last year, this time October. It's a long story, you know what I'm saying? I had to take one of my straps from one of my homeboys and end up getting caught with in my damn self. You know, that's when we was doing that ceasefire. That ceasefire thing, peace treaty thing, you know. I just saved a life, you know what I'm saying. He ended up getting 6 months taken out of mine. Ain't that something? But it's all good. We still got both of my homeboys here. The one that was on the trip and the other one you know, that I was gonna get tripped on. Now my career going good, you know what I'm saying? My music, you know, the whole 9 yards, man. I'm doing good, man. Saved a lot of lives out here. You know, I've been very much successful, thanks to the Lord, you know what I'm saying? My homie Bear done popped up, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I could have had the whole hood mobbing to court, you know, but we didn't want it to be like it's act, you know, this is this reality. I'm finna turn myself in the next 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And I'm late, you know, but what the hell? What they gonna do? Incarcerate me? No, I'm just joking. But I'm finna go do that there, you know. I'm finna go see CJ, and I might see OJ up in there too. Bottom line, the one thing about it, OJ, I did all mine back in the days. It's a late start for you, baby. Locked down, locked down. I'd rather be sitting in the fucking penitentiary, locked down, cause one time on the streets is my motherfucking enemy. Yeah! It's just happening. And it's something you gotta deal with, and he will deal with it. But I think what'll keep him straight is what he got to look forward to when he get out. And that's what'll keep him straight, and keep him clean. And we out there waiting for him. It's all good, baby, baby. Family here, you know. And once one of our homeboys go down, you know, kind of hurt everybody. Yeah, it's that time. You're looking out there, you know what's up. It's gotta be a little bit different for a minute. I'll be back though, you know, January, somewhere around there, I'll be back. Oh, kiss my little boy for me though. No, I didn't sing.
Oh,
I didn't want to really, you know what I'm saying? The last end of that cigarette. Won't be smoking under them for a couple of months, a few months. You know what? I hate this shit. Locked down. Locked down.
Fuck one time, they can all go to hell because they got my fucking homie sitting in jail for some shit that they think he did. But you know the law is on back up a pig. They have you in your enemy with straight sitting on the fucking curb. But on the floor, this shit say protect and serve. But they really try to get a nigga smoked, then they laugh because they take our life for a joke. Niggas know what I'm talking about. Cause P. Wilson is a ball player, 3 strikes you're out. They think that black folks is that dumb, but we in debt, so where we get the money from? To go out and try to beat these penitentiaries, and all the homies get is bread, butter, and cheese. You raise the tax and put the smash on the black man, but you don't trip with the...
Why they'll spend so much money on penitentiaries and not education is beyond me, you know, that it'll, you know, to incarcerate one inmate costs like $70,000 a year, and you can send 2 kids to Harvard. You know, so what kind of sense does this make?
Locked down, cause one time on the streets is my motherfucking enemy. Locked down, I'd rather be sitting in the fucking penitentiary. Locked down, cause one time on the streets is my motherfucking enemy.
Don't hit me in the face, don't hit me in the head. I think I see a brother, but the other 3 is red. Damn, I feel dizzy, my vision's getting blurry. I need an ambulance, so call him in a hurry. Now I'm caught up in the rest of what the fuck am I supposed to do? How would it feel if you was laying in ICU?
All these programs are getting cut off, and now affirmative action, and it's a lot of negative things that are going down for what they call when they call us minorities. I think a lot of the conditions we're dealing with now has to do with the Reaganomics era, where they cut off all the programs and seeded jobs and just shut it down, you know. And now, I don't understand why we have such a high defense budget, space budget, every kind of other budget. And teachers are the lowest paid individuals out there. I think that if your teacher was showing up looking like a lawyer in school, if he had all the fly things, and he would, then you more want to learn. You're looking at your teacher saying, well, wow, you know, you're proving to me that education pays. But when your teacher's showing up in a broken down Pinto, you're looking at him like, why learn? I mean, you didn't get anything out of it, you know. And there's a lot of problems. You go to the schools, if you've been in any of the public schools in Los Angeles, they look condemned.
But that's cool, cause crime gon' stay around. Fuck the police, nigga, because I'd rather be on lockdown.
Locked down, I'd rather be sitting in a fucking penitentiary. Locked down, cause one time on the streets is my motherfucking enemy. Locked down. I'd rather be sitting in the fucking penitentiary. Locked down, cause one time on the streets is my motherfucking enemy.
Don't hit me in the face. Don't hit
I mean,
me
we've
in the
already
head.
proven that 12 in a box does not mean you're guilty. 12 jurors found those cops innocent of beating Rodney King. You know, if you are O.J. Simpson, you can beat in a trial, which everybody with 2 cents could see you're guilty as hell. You know, they bust you with 100 damn pieces of evidence, blood all over my Jeep, all over my socks, all over my house, all over my gloves. But we're gonna sit up here a year and fight this. Now me, I go to jail and I say I need a DNA test. They're like, fool, you couldn't bail out on $2,500 bail. You're gone. Strike one, you know what I'm saying? Strike two, strike three. We'll never see you again. And that's justice for the 90% of the people.
We got to break that law of what they call inertia. You know what I'm saying? Doing nothing. That's the hardest thing. That first step, that one movement is the hardest. So as far as us, our potential, you know what I'm saying, as gods and goddesses, our human potential, God is man. You know, God is in man and man is God. So it's all on us, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, people be saying, well, I'm gonna leave it in the Lord's hand. Well, who's the Lord? You know what I'm saying? Or who are the Lords? We the Lords.
Like giving it up. Oh yeah, one time just barking like hounds, just too hot.
Time was never no factor for us. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until evil, I should say, came out and was given form, you know what I'm saying, and power to rule, that's what time was marked. That's the beginning of time, and we now at the end of time. You know what I'm saying? It's like a vacuum, a 6,000-year vacuum for that evil to take place, or that final purification of evil out of each one of us. But this is really what's going on here, you know what I'm saying? This is to try to make the sleepers awake, and not just black people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just black, so I gotta speak from a black perspective. You know what I'm saying? I know what black people been through and what they're going through. So with this knowledge itself, I can't sit here and just be quiet, you know what I'm saying, about the plight of black people. You know what I'm saying? So it's sensitive. You gotta be sensitive though to all people. You gotta use tact with all people. It ain't nothing that you can't learn from somebody else. I don't care how smart or master, full you think you are, you still learning.
Cause I'm known as a peacemaker on the LA streets, waking black people up over gangster beats. I'm in traffic.
You can't just change your mind and keep acting the same way you've been acting. You gotta change everything. I know it's scary. I know you don't want to get out your comfort zone, what you're used to doing, or you're used to kicking it with, what you're used to talking about, where you're used to handling your business.
Excuse my profanity, but it's straight from the streets. I gathered a few letters too from my girl. I just got through coming up out of here. I didn't do number 39 days. I was feeding the lifers with the 25 years and all that. I was feeding them 3 times a day. Ain't never coming home again. They don't even come out their cell unless they shackled, and the only time they come out their cells when they go shower, and they shackle when they go to the shower. Then they unshackle them while they in the shower, watch them shower and whatsoever. Then shackle them back up and shackle them right back to their cells, you know what I'm saying? It's very fucked up. The way I feel, the 3 strikes that they doing, they're gonna start a war out here. That's what's gonna happen. Because you look at it like this. If a brother is doing a crime and he know he's facing 3 strikes, what is he gonna give himself up for? Yeah, it's going down. Don't be that victim and get up in here because your ass is out. I'm telling you. You better try to do something with your life out here, buddy. I'ma do mine. They should have never let me out because they ain't got no more action at Big Ship. That's on the real. They spend all these billions on these penitentiaries, you know what I'm saying? When they can have some kind of foundation going on for these kids, man. They know what they doing. Hey, girl, I get to touch you. You ain't gonna come across the street? It just turned red on you now. It's going down. You can't gain no weight anyway with that food they give a motherfucker. What's up, baby?
the street. Yeah.
We all in the street.
In the street, it's green light though. Let's get the fuck up out of here.
Hey, sweetie. Hi, Ross.
Hey, y'all stay up, homie.
We've let our women lead us. We've let our women teach us. We've let our women console us. We've let them be all that they could be for us. And as a group, we have abandoned them.
Well, the movement for the 1 Million Man March isn't just with the Muslims, it's with all black people. It's with the Christians, the Baptists, it's, you know, I think that's another plan that people are using. Oh, it's the Muslim March. It's not the Muslim March, it's the 1 Million Man March. I think it's the most positive thing. I'm gonna be there. Whether we are Muslim, Christian, Baptist, Protestant, it does not matter. It's we all black, and you know it's not. And when they spoke on it, they don't meant to. White men can show up too. They just want to see 1 million black men there. Anybody who's down with getting ourselves together should be there. It's not Asian, Latino, whatever, Jewish. It doesn't matter. Just show up and show that you're down with the cause.
Whenever you send anybody into Congress, if you want to condemn gangster rap, you better start looking at the gangster house. And that's why I've asked for 1 million black men standing tall, sober, strong, committed, dedicated, resolved to go to Washington. So why Washington? Because if Washington is affected, we can affect the whole world. The whole world sees black men as maniacal, as bestial, as savage. And the sad thing about it, we have fostered their view of us. Your unity is the critical piece for God to work through you to make a change in black America, a change in America, and a change in the world. Thank you for listening, and may God bless you as I greet you in peace.
Come to success. There is but one God. God is the greatest.
You see, remember, we know something that most folks don't know. We know that you can bring 1 million people here. White folk can't bring these many people to rock concerts without people dying from dopes and drugs and all of that. All the sickness that black folks have, sugar diabetes, high blood pressure, all of that, nobody will die here today because there's an energy that supersedes all pain when you know your pain is being administered to.
Brother, it feels wonderful to be a part of the Million Man March, brother. It's going to be a historical event that I can tell my children and my grandchildren about and tell them that I was a part of it, that I was proud to stand with Farrakhan.
Never seen 1 million black men in one place. But on October 16th in Washington, D.C., 1 million black men will gather.
This is a mission, not a small time thing.
Brother's gonna have to put himself in check. 3 strikes you in the benzo, shank to your neck. Your woman cries, your baby grows up alone. Talking through a 3-inch glass on a 2-way phone. You tell me brothers got no options today. You better listen to the ice closely, fool, crime don't pay. Gas and dope, bullets and coke ain't the way. You need to march with the nation on Atonement Day.
Damn, that's how you know the world about to end. Rain, hail, snow, earthquakes, and a million black men up under God indivisible. With liberty and justice for all, cause y'all done made us miserable with this American nightmare. That's why October 16th we gon' be right there like, yeah. The same niggas that you won't gone. Well, we about 1 million deep on your front lawn. It's going on from here to Abraham Lincoln statue. And every brother here thinking, yeah, we need to holler at you about this overdue business. With the black Muslim, Christian, Jew, and Jehovah Witness. To get this out in the open, the only way is for us to declare a black holy day. The homies say that they rollin', plus we got family 40 miles up patrolling.
So where you at, y'all? Right here, hanging with my brothers and we showing no fear. So where you at, y'all? Right here, we
I greet all of you, my dear and wonderful brothers, for this is the day that the Lord has made. Abraham Lincoln saw in his day what President Clinton sees in this day, that this nation was moving toward two Americas. Now the president spoke today, and he wanted to heal the great divide. But I respectfully suggest to the president, you did not dig deep enough at the malady that divides black and white in order to effect a solution to the problem. And so today we have to deal with the root so that perhaps a healing can take place. Well, the day that these presidents feared has now come to pass. For on this mall, here we stand in the capital of America. We are on an evolutionary course that will bring us to perfection or completion of the process toward a perfect union with God.
If you had a choice of colors, which one would you choose, my brothers? If there was no day or night, which would you prefer to be right? How long have you had your white teacher who told you you love your black preacher?
Now they killed King and they shot X. Now they want me, you could be next. All you gotta do is speak too loud. All you gotta do is be too proud. Cause once you let them know who you are and where you at, you better watch your back. Cause you might think that you're just dope while you're living in a sniper's scope. Not trying to scare you, but there's danger if you get too deep. Some nights I don't sleep. All you wanna do is tell the truth. All you wanna do is save the youth. Ice Cube knows, Soldier knows, PE knows they throw death blows. And if you got kids or a girl that's true, they'll move on them too. But when I'm gone, I'm gonna need you to carry on. You gotta be strong and fight for our salvation. But there will be retaliation, soldier. This is a message to the soldiers. Soldier. This is a message to the soldiers. To think that rap won't be attacked is ignoring the simple fact that they never meant for us to speak. They had planned to keep the black man weak, but rap hit the streets. Black rage amplified over dope beats. Now they wanna shut us down, and they don't fuck around. Check the history books, son. Black leaders die young. They tell us that our words are scary. They're revolutionary. Because we speak the truth about crime and drugs and expose the real thugs. This info is not beneficial.